they're not your friends. And honestly, you know this already. Listen, bro. When you choose to walk your path, you are now allowing yourself to do one or two things. You are allowing yourself to be the highest, honest, most carefree individual in the world. And why is that, right? That is because from this point on, you are choosing to be you. From this point on, you are choosing to let go of any pain, trauma, uncertainty, insecurity that may have lingered, right? Because now you know that you are free. So what this means is everything that's going to be attracted to your aura field, right? It's going to be something that you can effortlessly just be yourself in. Whether that's relationships platonically, whether that's relationships romantically, whether that's business ventures, whether that's anything, right? You need to know that the higher your frequency goes, the higher that in all actuality, life just starts to get a lot more simpler, right? And I'll explain that. I'll explain what that means. On a scale, on a frequency scale, the highest form of frequency is love. And when you're on that frequency, that means that nothing can fuck with you. But everything can try to bring you down. So if you ever notice, right, you may have walked into a room, or you may have talked to someone, or you may have had a build with another individual. And in that conversation, in that scenario, in that standpoint, you started to notice that, okay, this individual is in alignment. It can understand exactly what I'm saying. A lot of you guys watch my videos and you wonder why. When you watch videos like this, it's kind of like you're being confirmed of what you already know. But when you go around someone else, they make you feel like you're dumb, or they make you feel like you're just so superior, or they may even make you feel like you're inferior, right? Because a lot of people will do that. What that basically means is that you are walking in your truth. Now, walking in your truth isn't comfortable. Walking in your truth isn't the most modest thing to do. Walking in your truth is you just being you. And the most authentic thing about being you is the world has no choice but to accept you for you, right? Because when we talk about acceptance, we aren't talking about something that's, okay, well, you can just get in for now, but etc., right? We're talking about, I come as I am. I don't switch up my program for anyone. I don't switch up what I'm eating. I don't switch up what I'm reading. I don't switch up anything that is not in congruence to my own evolution of my soul and my life, right? And this is what I mean by your friends are not really your friends, bro. The individual you're around, that you get high with, the individuals that you talk entertainment and sports and all of these different things, they are not your friends, bro. These are just cats that are around a lot of times to just not be bored. Realistically. And if you're a high frequency individual, a lot of people see the misconstruction about this life shit is that people will tell you when you raise your frequency, life gets better. But at the same time, they don't tell you that just because good things are happening doesn't mean at the same time lower entities won't try to pull you down, or lower entities won't try to distract you, or lower entities won't try to come into your life, right? Because when you're everything, right? Because we talk about being infinite. When you're infinite, you know that you attract everything. So what means is when you're on the aspect of growth, when you're on the aspect of elevation, when you're on the aspect of prosperity, you have to know that just as good as you can be, that means that you can be even greater. Just as bad as you can be even worser. So What that basically means is when things begin to get hard, when things begin to not go your way, when things are not in alignment with how you will want them, you have to remind yourself of who you are when times get rough. This can be in a form of prayer. This can be in a form of exercise. This can be in a form of just moving around, right? Listening to your favorite music, doing something that vibrationally gives you a chemical feeling. You feel me? So a lot of these different things that I said, right? Listening to music. Music is a form of vibration. Music is a form of frequency. Moving your body, right? Making sure that, okay, if my energy is stuck in one place, let me go work out. If my energy is stuck in one place, let me go meditate. If my energy is stuck in one place, let me stop scrolling on my phone and keep downloading all this information at once and just sit with myself. Because a lot of times, right, we like to go around different people because we don't want to sit with ourselves. See, a strong man is a man that can be alone. They will tell you numbers are everything. But at the end of the day, if you're a leader and you can't lead because you're not in tune with yourself, you're not focused on self, you don't know self, you can't lead anyone. So even if you do have leader tendencies and leader capabilities that people may see in you, you can't tap into that power because you're not in tune with yourself. So this is what I tell people. As much as you go out in the world and as much as you want to aspire to be something and as much as you want to elevate, right? You have to remind yourself that this program is being ran by you. The simulation, right? Because we all know that this is a video game. Your character mode, your story mode is being ran by you. So if you cannot show up at your highest version, don't show up. If you can't show up and perform the best, don't perform. And what I basically am saying is if you are not at your best, take time for yourself. If you know that you get drained easily, make sure that you power up. Make sure that you do the things that soothe you, that spiritually purify you, right? Don't keep going out and getting drained by the world, getting used by the world and chewed up and spit out. Because a lot of us do that, especially when we have good hearts, especially when we have good souls, especially when we know who we are, right? So what I'm basically saying is at the end of the day, right? Choose your decisions wisely. If you're going to be around a specific version of yourself now, because once again, like I said, you got to sit with yourself. Know that that version is attracting specific things and specific opportunities and all these different things. So be mindful of that, right? So at the end of the day, if you have friends around you right now that can't understand you, that you're outgrowing, that you're surpassing, that's okay. You're going to have to leave those individuals where they are. And I know everyone says this on a YouTube video like it's the easiest thing to do. It's not. But it's the most healthiest thing to do, because what's going to happen is if I'm trying to jump and I'm trying to dunk, but I got ankle weights on and my ankle weights are 50 pounds each, it's going to be really hard for me to dunk because I have so much resistance. So a lot of times, right, being that we come from crab in a barrel type mentalities and environments, when we try to jump up and dunk, when we try to jump up and get the ball, even if we're just getting a rebound for all of us, right? Because when we get the ball, it's not just me getting the ball. I got to pass it because it's a team sport. But in order for me to succeed, you can't be holding me down. In order for us all to succeed, someone is going to have to pass the totem pole. So which means that you're going to have to be around people who are okay with being surpassed so that you can better yourself, so that they can learn from you, right? Real friends are going to pay attention to what you're doing. Real friends are going to appreciate you for who you are. They aren't going to try to change you or try to, misconstrue what you're doing and try to psychologically reprogram you. They're going to say, okay, I appreciate what you're doing. I appreciate the skills that you have. I appreciate the tools that you're offering. I appreciate everything because I fuck with you for you. So once again, when it comes to life, when it comes to everything, when it comes to business, when it comes to literally anything in the universe, go at it with your highest capability. When you're in the gym, hit the gym hard. When you're making these videos, when you're doing anything creative, when you're at work, work hard, right? You're not going to be working at your 9 to 5 forever. You're not going to be there sitting on your ass forever. It's a stepping stone, right? Sometimes you need a stool to fix a light bulb. Sometimes you need a stool to get something off the counter. Sometimes you need a stool to open the cabinet. So what that basically means is sometimes you're going to need assistance. So look at that as such. Don't look at this as your ending point, looking at it as your starting point, looking at it as your launching pad so that you can grab that money off that counter, so that you can grab that opportunity off the shelf, so that you can be in these different countries, in different networking events, in different places, shaking hands and making connections. So once again, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all already know how we come. You already know how we rocking. To the new people that's watching this video, that's seeing this video, I appreciate you for tapping in as well. And what I want to leave y'all with is, once again, let your authenticity shine the brightest. You don't have to make people want to be around you. You don't have to make people stay around you. You don't have to force feed your energy. You don't have to force feed your talent, your gift, your ability. Bro, go out in this world and let the world be your mirror. You feel me? But don't let the world judge you, because only you can judge you. You feel me? When you go out in the world, let your representation and your authenticity show up, and let the people that are supposed to be around you be around you. Let your discernment be high, right? Whether if it comes to women that you're dealing with, the woman that you may frequent, whether it be the relationships that you have, the relationship that you're currently building, the businesses that you're building, the business you may be building, all of these different things. Have discernment in these things, right? Ask yourself, is my business helping the world, or is my business destroying the world? Am I doing this for money, or am I doing this for longevity? Am I doing this for love, or am I doing this for greed? Am I doing this to take, or am I doing this to give, right? Ask yourself these simple questions so that you can get simple results. When you simplify life, life gets simple. When you complicate life, life gets complex. So let's keep that going, bro. Hey, like, comment, subscribe. Links down below, IG, TikTok, all that. Hey, love y'all, man. I'm out.